I didn't like this attitude in this game.
I'll smash it.
Just play darts, and then we're going to see who's the best.
I'll tell what's what. No good hiding.
Taylor does it again!
And we have a thrilling new young star in the darting galaxy.
Every bit about his game is superb. World-class performance from the Dutchman. Salute the machine.
Can anyone stop Taylor this week in Blackpool?
4 men left standing, Saturday night by the seaside. A stellar semi-final lineup as defending champion Phil Taylor and world #1 Michael van Gerwen aim to set up another thrilling final in Blackpool. An evening that could raise the roof here at the historic Winter Gardens. It's semi-finals night of the 2015 Bet Victor World Matchplay, featuring some of the biggest names in the world game. In our first match, reigning champion Phil Taylor takes on 2007 champion James Wade, the machine yet to beat the power here in Blackpool in 5 previous meetings. Then 2 of the biggest rivals in world darts collide. Michael van Gerwen, who's looking for his first Blackpool crown, takes on Peter Snakebite Wright in a repeat of the 2014 World Championship final. Hi there, good evening. A very special Saturday night here in Blackpool. A lineup that features 4 of the top 6 players in world darts, all believing they have what it takes to walk away with a £100,000 first prize. Alongside me, John Parton, Wayne Mardle. Fantastic lineup.
It really is. We see these guys a lot with the Premier League and other tournaments. These are the best right now. We've lost Gary Anderson and we've lost Adrian Lewis, and they're the only ones gone from the top 6. So we've got 4 of those still in, and you get the feeling that tonight's not just going to be special in respects of the form that they're in, but it's going to be close. And you're thinking that we may even go into overtime. Who's to say? For me, they've all got to think that they can win it. And that is going to produce something, I'm not saying 9 darters, but I'm going to say 9 darters. Something special. You're just waiting for it to happen. So far, we've had brilliant darts, but there's only been 1 or 2 what I would call special matches. I think one of these could be right up there.
They will all believe that they can win it, John.
Yeah, and they should all, and they'll be thinking they're going to win it. They're visualizing winning it. They're all good enough. They've got the game. They just want to produce it, and the only provision there, I think, is Peter. You know, MVG is sort of his bogeyman, but I think they're all thinking they've got the game and they need to get it out there tonight.
Let's remind you what happened here last night.
One has 7 major titles, the other has never been beyond a major quarter-final. One man is James Wade, the other is Ben Cicilovic. Well, if you can beat the world champion, you can beat anyone. James Wade giving us full value.
Yeah, it's just going to cruise control, isn't he?
Mensure celebrates as only he can. Yes, yes, yes.
He's going to fight, you know he will.
He's sick one on top of that, which is exactly what he has done to leave double 18, and that is 3 on the top for Sulovic. What is happening here? Sulovic has awoken. Salute the machine. As soon as he was prepped, he's reacted to it. To close in on the semi-final, and for the 8th time in his career, James Wade is in the final 4 at the Winter Gardens.
Chizzy has done it before. He knows how to beat Taylor on the big stage. Well, we hope for fireworks. We're getting fireworks! And how many times has Taylor done that over the year?
Yeah, they're heartbreakers.
Well, if Taylor gets this out, surely not.
Surely not, you said. That really hurt Chizzy. You can see the power on the mark. match yet again.
161 for Taylor. You know what he wants. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's surely no way back for Chizzy.
This is how you get it done. This is how you get it won.
Double 16. Taylor was terrific. It's 38 consecutive wins here in Blackpool.
So can Phil Taylor continue his amazing run on the Matchplay stage? 16-8 over Dave Chisnell. He booked a semi-final spot against James Wade, who beat Mencio Sulovic 16-11. Michael Van Gerwen and Peter Snakebite Wright finished their business the other night. Semi-final lineup to savour tonight in Blackpool. Yesterday we saw Taylor back to something like his best, Wayne.
Yeah, there was some finishes that were just fantastic. There was two 130s, but one of them was it was just a body blow for Dave, and he stumbled after that. Averaged with 103 and got annihilated. That's the kind of Phil Taylor that we've seen on this stage, particularly over the last few years. He's relentless up there because it's the format. We know he likes it here. He's got Holiday Home that he owns just 2 miles down the road, so he's been here now for the best part of 3 or 4 weeks. He's comfortable, but the format for him is a relentless quest to get to whatever number he needs. Tonight that number's 17, and I think he'll get there.
Ridiculous, isn't it? James Wade likes it on this Blackpool stage as well, though, John.
Well, yeah, it's so hard to beat up there, and it's always deep into the tournament, and we say always, then it's not a generalization. He will believe. He's on the resurgence as well, and of the last year or two, and he's playing very good darts, steadier darts than he's ever played. Maybe a few less 180s, but it hasn't taken away from his scoring whatsoever. And he's the sort of guy that hangs in matches, takes chances, and will punish Phil for any blips that might occur, and Phil knows that.
It's a clash between two Matchplay champions.
The dart players themselves, I believe, knew me and knew what I can do, but it was yet to be seen on the stage.
He was one of the new breed that have come through, and it was a matter of seeing him off.
The whole week was a lot different to usual weeks. You know, I felt different, I felt very relaxed. I felt good the whole time. I felt really, really good, and I knew I was going to get a shot, and I knew when I did get the shot, I'd hit it.
During that game, where you sometimes feel sorry for a player, you know, when you're so far in front, then there was no sorry for me. You know, I'm thinking, yeah, I've had this. I know what it feels like. You've done all your hard work. You've done all your practicing. You've done all your dedication. You can actually feel your heart beating. I was very confident, but also in the back of your mind, you know, James is a very capable player. The game swings on just one shot.
Four finals, one other match. James Wade yet to beat Taylor on the big stage. He'll want to do that tonight, create a bit of darting history.
He will. Like we said, it's going to be tough, but James, and John's already alluded to it, his game is in such a great spot right now. He's one of the best single dart double hitters you will ever see. Double 10, double top with one dart in his hand is absolutely it's brutal, but it's going to be crucial that he hits them because Phil is scoring better than James Wade right now.
The bookies make Wade a big outsider tonight. What does he have to do to have a chance this evening?
I think he just plays his game like he's done all week. He's, I think, for my money, the most consistent player of the week, and 103 average all the way along, and we see that 10-3. I think that's a bit outrageous. I see this match going very deep and probably being settled by 2 legs, maybe even 1.
There'll be a lot of legs, I think, won't there?
Yeah, I think there'll be over 30. The 2-9 for Phil is not valid for me. I agree with James, but I agree with John about James, but I don't think he'll win. I think it'll be 17-14 to Phil.
Second semi-final, Michael Van Gerwen, Peter Wright. What a match and what a rivalry between these two, John.
Yeah, they've given us a lot of entertainment. I think we see them play an awful lot. Peter does win on some occasions. Michael gets most of them, but I think if Peter, the only way he's going to win is to get a dream run all the way through, start to finish, and I don't think that's going to happen.
4-1 is a big price.
The outsiders tonight are more than capable at big prices, but the bottom line is, do you think they're going to win? If you're having money on them, I don't personally. I think Michael van Gerwen has gears beyond gears. I don't think we've even seen his top gear yet.
Have a listen to this as well. What an atmosphere, John. It's going to be a special night.
It's a fantastic atmosphere, and it just makes me so envious. And Wayne, too, you want to be out there in it. You want to be on that stage and playing darts.
Let's get it on. A darting storm is brewing in Blackpool.
What a recipe for a darting classic.
That is pure class. You are born with that. You cannot practice it.
Taylor! Rolling like thunder!
Power switching up the voltage.
James Wade is he on the verge of something special? Anything can happen.
Hello and a very special welcome to the millions of viewers joining us around the world and joining us live here on Sky Sports. This is the Winter Gardens, Blackpool! The Professional Darts Corporation now proudly present the Bet Victor World Matchplay semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now to meet those semi-finalists. Firstly, would you please welcome a former World Matchplay champion, the winner of 8 major titles, simply known as the Machine, James Wade! And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the reigning and defending World Matchplay champion and the record-breaking, history-making, 16 times the champion of the world. It's Phil!
Wayne, will it play on James Wade's mind, knowing that he's never beaten Taylor on this big stage?
At the start, I don't think it will. During the game, during the middle, towards the end, if it's tight, yes it will, because James has lost a few tight ones to Phil. So he'll be thinking, is he going to get away from me again at the end? And you don't wait to lose, but sometimes you're waiting for something for your opponent to kick on. And James, hopefully, he doesn't think that way, but you can easily do that.
Comfortable way through so far to the semi-final.
Well, it's comfortable, but the 13-6 against Andy Hamilton was not comfortable. He should have gone 7-6 down, and it would have been a different game because they were kind of both on the rack then, and Andy was the one to break. But against Dave Chisnell, his finishing, Phil's finishing was that was the difference.
How tough is it to play James Wade? You've done it on many occasions.
He's consistent. What you have to do to beat James is punish the mistakes, and the mistakes are sometimes he can just hit 60 ton, 60. That's no good.
Expecting crowd. Terrific night of darts ahead. John Parr and Stuart Pike, your commentators.
Thanks, Dave. A special night ahead. It is one of the highlights of the darting calendar. Semi-final nights at the World Matchplay. No two players have clashed more at the Matchplay than these two. Taylor and Wade meeting for the 6th time here at the Winter Gardens. Taylor has won the previous 4 finals 96. And a semi-final. Will this be James Wade's turn, James Wade's night, to rewrite the script?
It very well could be. He's been so consistent. First 3 darts, but comes back with a 140. Kind of get that a ton average. Making Phil work. Phil seems up to it.
140. Well, Taylor's start against Chisnell in the quarterfinals proved to be absolutely crucial, and for Wade here, who is running close, especially in the 2012 final, Taylor winning 18-15, but I think Taylor was the first to admit, was it 15 apiece when James Wade wired double 10 for a 140 out against the darts, and if he'd have got that, Taylor reckons Wade will have gone on to win. But we shall see. First to 17 for a place in the Matchplay final.
60.
Well, not enough. 6 darts from here.
Yeah.
An immediate break.
That's right, an immediate break. And, well, if Phil's in the right mood and performing properly, 81. He'd love nothing more than just steamroll over James Wade. Make it embarrassing. That'd be classic Phil.
$118.
Well, not the start that Wade would have wanted. Talking about rewriting the script, this wasn't in the script for Wade, as Taylor had 2 darts to go 1 up. The second dart was as good as the first dart wasn't.
Yeah, an early break there for James, but when you're that good and you're at that stage, you're not worried about a break at the beginning of a match. It's such a long format, and believe me, he has the confidence to bounce back at some point. It doesn't even have to come right back and break now or anything.
96.
It won't worry him. He just wants to more worry about getting the consistency of his performance up and not giving away too many easy breaks.
100.
Oh, good last dart from James Wade. A lot of support for both players. Michael Van Gerwen and Peter Wright will follow, of course.
25.
Well, not often you hear that.
Yeah, something for James to work with. Maybe could get a break back, but he doesn't really seem to have his range yet.
100.
He's picking up tons in that area at best so far.
Well, neither player, to be fair, is hitting the heights so far.
140.
Wade, you feel, has to match that.
Well, I think Phil a little bit ahead of James, though. A little more comfortable looking.
100.
Looks a little more up for it. Body language. He's eager. He's enjoying it. And, he would do with the track record he has with James on this stage, but I think there's just a little more tension in James at this point. Not that he's not confident.
Yeah, I agree. Head to head, by the way, 45-8.
100.
Well, giving himself a chance. These sort of finishes
95.
If you pardon the pun, they're tailor-made for Wade. Great dart, one for tops. To hit straight back, fill him with confidence.
81.
Deary me.
Yeah. Well, in his quarterfinal match, he had several attempts at those sorts of outs. On the double, he'd get the treble. And once in a while, he'd drop it an inch low like that. Double 16, though, for Phil. That's good to move alongside. But he didn't throw it. Totally underthrew the last one. So a bit of tension on Phil's side of things, too.
Tension on both sides. No mistake this time. Wade with the immediate break back. And just for me, that throws a little different complexion on it. Just give Wade a lot more belief and confidence. As you said, John, it's early on in the match, but even so, he's hit straight back after losing the opening leg. But
93.
One apiece it is. Yeah, Taylor edgy as well.
Yeah, well, that last started double would make you edgy. It dropped at a good inch and a half low of the target. And, clearly a bit tense. But, yeah, they're both not at their best yet. They're getting there. And I don't think they put too much into the first session result either. I think you could lose 4-1 in the first session, and it wouldn't really bother you too much. Maybe 5-0 would get to you, but...
Big match. But even the big players get big match nerves.
I think the real concern so much isn't winning legs yet. 98. It's just getting your game on display. Getting up to like 98-90% of your true potential. And if you have that happening, you know you're going to win. As a player, you're thinking that.
140. James Japan 170.
Well, that's unlucky. He may still look at the ball here.
105. Phil Japan 167.
Yeah, always a good option with 90 left and one dart. Well, they had the 161 last night. But no 167 for Phil.
131.
And as his game gets more warmed up, he'll threaten those for sure. There's the 25 James needs, so 2 darts for tops if he needs them. Just bring it down a little. A little too much.
36.
Really surprising to see James Wade miss 3 darts at tops. He pays the price. 3 breaks of throw at the start of this semi-final, but that was Wade's leg to lose, and he did.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty decent marker to that first dart at tops. I guess a lot of people would wonder, if you're James Wade, why would you ever miss double tops high? Hit the 20, hit the double 10, you're going to hit the double 10 so many times. And we'll see a bit of bad luck for Phil. Still a good start to the leg, though. When it's on your throw, you can afford a bounce out for now. Wouldn't want another, though.
We'll switch, surely.
96.
Yeah, just a long way to go. Potentially this could be a couple of hours if it goes the distance.
100.
One last dart for James Wade.
Yeah, in a way, it's almost like a preliminary sort of warm-up sort of session they're having this first couple of sessions, just before the real business end of things gets serious. You you come out, you try and you hope to get off to a really good start and run away from your opponent, but over this long a format, if that doesn't happen, well, you're just more tuning your game.
45, further about 145. Double 14. 117. James Wade will be disappointed with the fact certainly that he lost the last leg that he should have won, but not really challenged Taylor in this fourth leg. 100 for the reply 28. The 3-1. Double 7. Well, that should be a good guide for him, and it is. It was perfectly positioned just to glide in off the barrel, and that's what Taylor did. 3-1.
Yeah, there was a margin for error there on that dart. I think it went straight in as it was. I think it was a perfectly thrown dart, but had he just taken a little off, it still would have went in.
Well, they've played each other 8 times in the best of 25 leg games or more. Taylor has won all 8. But James Wade did break the spell. The back end of last year, you may remember, twice in the space of 3 weeks, beat Taylor in the World Grand Prix semi-finals, his first win in a TV major ranking event over Taylor. And of course then beat him in the semi-finals with the Masters a couple of weeks later. Wade going on to win that up in Scotland. Well, Wade already lost his throw twice.
Yeah, I was saying, sorry to interrupt, but there's a 180 from Taylor. I was saying you wouldn't mind being down 4-1, it wouldn't worry you that much, but when it's 3 times being broken, that would worry you.
100, building required 90. We look at, I think he was looking at, well he was, wasn't he, looking at 225s at top, so. Well, this is where Wade needs to step up to the plate for me. Got to go, has to win this leg. Confident first start. Second dart was good. Third dart was brilliant. Well, how important that could prove to be after Taylor banging in at 180. That is a terrific leg to win for James Wade. It could have been 4-1 down with a double breaker throw. Instead, this semi-final is now bundling up nicely. Taylor leads 3-2. James Wade doing what James Wade does best, to stay in the semi-final in this early stage. Terrific one, 20 out. Taylor was looking at 4-1. He now only leads 3-2. In this first semi-final, still to come, Michael van Gerwen against Peter Wright. Are we going to see a repeat of last year's Taylor van Gerwen epic? Or can James Wade and Peter Wright have a major say? Taylor averaging 100, Wade averaging 95 in the early stages.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 6 legs filled in first class.
5 legs in, John. What do you reckon?
Well, I think at this stage of the match, it's still a bit of a settling in going on and feeling out process.
177.
Phil ups the stakes though. Don't want to let you break me back, because he's got the 1 break advantage.
140. But James Wade's only hit 9 180s in his 3 games so far.
You don't need 180s to play well. You need 12 dart legs, and you can do that with 3 140s and a nice 81 out.
Yeah, consistently 12, 13, 14, 15 darts, and that's why James Wade has got through to another match play semi-final.
139.
Extraordinary leg here from Phil. Treble 16 would leave double 8. Yes, for a 10 dart leg, potentially.
And he thinks he means business. Philip Taylor.
Oh,
good last dart.
16.
For a 10 darter. Terrific from Taylor.
Well, that's pretty impressive, but hopefully we see better.
We've come close, haven't we?
95.
Taylor and Van der Voort missing the last dart. He's slotted in nicely after the break, hasn't he? 10 darter. Now another 180.
Well, you know Phil will want another crack at it after that 9th dart at double he had the first time around. It was
58.
Shockingly far off for a man of his caliber. Looked tight even. On his way to rectifying that whole situation.
140.
Not this late. He's looking like he's pretty zoned though. In the zone, if you will.
The 9 dart roll of honour. Taylor 2002 here in Blackpool. Barneveld 2010, a certain John Part a year later. 2012 Michael Van Gerwen, the same year Wes Newton. 12 months ago Phil Taylor with a 9 darter against Michael Smith.
100.
Well, he's only on course for an 11 dart leg this time. He's slacking. Great darts from James Wade.
Oh, look at that.
168.
Brilliant from Wade.
81.
Key leg again. That's a fabulous response from James Wade. Taylor here looking. Well, is it going to be double 13 or the ball? It's going to be double 13. Biggest start of the match so far.
55.
Well, Wade put the pressure on.
40.
Big moment in the match.
Fantastic shot from James to set this up, and a perfect dart to finish it. Much like that double top on the 120 out. He's having no problem with tops.
Well, Taylor leads 4-3 with a break of throw. In his win over Chisnall,
140.
all the big moments in the match were won by Taylor. All the key finishing and scoring, but so far the 2 big moments in this match have both been won by James Wade. And it's only a leg and a breakdown, but his confidence will be growing each leg.
Well, in this session, Phil stormed him on the stage. He's just hitting everything. So for James to weather that well, and he is, that's good for him. You know, he's not playing as well, but it's just a character building moment for him within the match.
140.
Well, Taylor has upped the ante in this second little session, and James Wade doing pretty well here to keep track.
Well, if you think about it, Stuart, Phil must be a little discouraged actually, because he's throwing that well, but he's not gaining any ground. He hasn't achieved the break, and James is just going about his business looking very calm.
46.
The Taylor's average now 111.5.
Being shown the flag.
Taylor won the 6th leg in 10 darts. He missed a dart to win the 7th in 12. Did win the 8th in 12.
140.
Good solid open for James. He's expecting another ruthless assault on the board from Phil. He's got the scoring mastered at this point.
99.
Yeah, that edgy start from both players. Real quality on the Winter Garden stage.
60.
Well, Phil thinking only 95, and just shows it doesn't matter who you are. You can see that door open ahead of you with the poor turn, and Phil tried a little too hard there to exploit it. James punishing the non-exploitation with a 180, down to 1-2-1. Looking like a certainty to hold his throw again.
$137. James with power 121.
Ball. Now will he go for it? Well, he did. With Taylor on 117. He wasn't far away either, James Wade. Taylor looking at 170.
James with power 25.
So 5 for double 10. To stay within just a leg. Nicely done. Yeah, good stuff from James Wade. Taylor has thrown everything at James Wade in this second little session, but Wade has responded.
And James' doubles are looking so good, like dead center of the double.
140.
There we have it. 50% for Wade.
60.
And that's why he is still very much in this semi-final.
The last three, though, I mean, you've been dead center of the double. You don't see that in the stats. Like, okay, it doesn't matter, but it just indicates how focused the player is.
96.
You see the average Taylor, and this is from the scoring burst he's put on in the session, up to 109. James still up from 95 up to 100.
Well, in this little session, Phil Taylor will be averaging around 120. Averaged 99.99 after the first 5, and look at that. So,
yeah, but you know, he'll be frustrated because he didn't break James.
That's right. I mean, Wade's staying with him.
100.
140 here to leave a finish. Come on, he says. Still very much in the leg if he can get a treble. Yeah, Taylor 165. 6 starts from here. And they look at 25. Well, went for the treble 19. Only 59. So James Wade here.
Yeah, all he needs is one treble to leave himself in that range he's so effective at, and he's done that. So Phil better take this 106 if he wants to hold his throw.
Wow. What a chance for Wade if Taylor can't. But he's going to get a dart at tops. Will Wade get a shot? We will.
66.
He will, to level it up. Taylor averaging around 118 in this second little session. But Wade here looking at tops. Oh, biggest start of this semi-final. What a performance from James Wade to level it up. Taylor has thrown everything at James Wade in this second little session. But James Wade has been brilliant. What a semi-final this is turning out to be. Taylor 5, Wade 5.
Get enough to set on fire all of me, this
A tale of tops. Taylor agonisingly close to making it 6-4. And James Wade maintaining his 50% checkout success rate to make it 5 apiece. Ooh. Looks could kill. But 5-all, great semi-final here. And still to come. Michael van Gerwen against Peter Wright. But what a session that was for both players. But a fantastic response from James Wade. Really, Taylor gave it everything. Every blow Taylor landed, we got the counter punch and more from James Wade.
Well, yeah, Phil must be frustrated at this point. He basically threw everything he had at James, and he didn't really get any benefit. In fact, he got broken. Now, that was down to missing that top side of the wire, but still, Phil must continue to play at that level if he expects to win, I suppose. And he knows it. He's looking to break straight back again.
Well, it looks odds on now, doesn't it?
43.
60 and 43, and all the good work from James Wade. Looks like counting for now here. But a really good standard. That was the first 5 legs when Taylor led 3-2 with a break. Taylor put his foot on the gas, and so did Wade. Look at that. And that's leg 6 to 10, 5 legs of darts. It saw Wade level up this match.
Uh, 140.
109, give or take now for Phil Taylor. And after the disappointment of being broken in the 10th leg,
95
on a possible 11 darter to go ahead again.
He's got 2 darts. He's got 1 left this turn. He'll be back if he misses, but he does it. Wow. Use that first dart to double as a visual guide. Snuck it in underneath.
Well, here he is. Phil Taylor has played 69 TV major ranking semi-finals. Incredible. And he's won 63 of them. But he has lost 2 on this Winter Garden stage. His last defeat at the Matchplay back in 2007 in the semis to Terry Jenkins. But way back in 1999, a certain Peter Wondart Manley beat Taylor in the semi-finals here. That's amazing, isn't it? Just 6 defeats in 69 TV major ranking semi-finals.
That is incredible, as is his career in general. I was looking at some career head-to-head stats for Phil, and as far back as they go, there was not one player who had a winning record against him. The best you could hope for was to be 50-50 in your career with him. There was a few lucky fellows who could say that. Not many, but not one guy has had the best of them.
32.
Well, since the second break,
96.
one player has come out firing, the other has come out stuttering and stumbling. Wade will be hugely disappointed, John. To get back on level terms at 5-all, I'd have thought he'd be brimming with confidence, but for the last 2 legs, well, without a shadow of a doubt, his worst 2 legs of this semi-final so far.
It's double 4. No pressure, 14 darts. And still starting to bear the fruit of the reward of his efforts there.
137.
I have to say, he was a little hard done by that he didn't get better results that second session. James really was a bit of a magician and a pickpocket just to keep in it, but they're failing him now, James Wade.
He needs to pinch this leg. That's for sure, James Wade.
$136.
Well, it just goes to show how poorly we talked about James Wade having a couple of poor legs. His average was 41 in that last leg alone.
131.
But he's given himself a chance of staying in it again here in this 13th leg. He won't panic, never does.
140.
Still a long way to go. Phil needs another 10 legs, or James 12. Possibly more if they're still even.
140. James Wade 88.
I think there Taylor was annoyed he didn't get the maximum to leave a finish. Double 12 for Wade.
And because of that, James could go for the treble 16 first start.
Yeah.
$84. James Wade 12.
Another leg Wade has to win. Well, that's a great guide, has to be. Yeah. Well done. After two poor legs, James Wade back in business. One leg behind, one break and throw behind. The 2013 semi-final these two played on this stage. Taylor won 17-12. But this, 10 years of the match play for James Wade, a decade on the Winter Garden stage. This is his 8th semi-final in that 10 years. What a record that is.
140.
And he's won 5 of the previous 7.
Phil right on the wires of that treble 22. Comes down, does get treble 19. Should have covered it. Yeah, just totally used the information from that 5 and adjusted slightly and was successful twice.
100.
Important visit. Can Wade really steal a march in this leg against the throw?
100.
Well, may not be enough, but he's given himself a chance. He's given himself one of those finishes that James Wade is renowned for.
Phil has just gone off on the 20s a bit. Still good with the 19s. Excellent on the 19s.
James Wade 136.
I'm surprised he tried to get around that first start.
60.
Why not go to the 19s? 76 would leave you tops.
Wade again relying and hoping that Taylor misses. Treble 20 for double 14. Well, he's hit this before, last dart in hand. Now then, 2 misses from Taylor.
76.
Taylor was shocked that he missed. Wade mildly surprised, but Wade's got a great chance here to level it up again. Oh, Wade has been brilliant on the finishing. 50%. And Phil Taylor's 13 missed darts at double. And here, James Wade is throwing to go ahead for the first time in this semi-final.
Well, I think James Wade is better than 50%. I know that's the stat at double, but he's been better finishing in a sense that the crucial times he's always hit. He's always punished. You see, 50%, which is great, fantastic, but Taylor is much below the 50 mark, which is he'd be unhappy about. And he finished very well in the quarterfinal. And, after it was raised, that was an issue for him, and he responded. But now it's sort of creeping back as a problem.
Well, here we go again, though, with James Wade. Total frustration because, as in legs 11 and 12, we've had 6 darts from Wade at the start of this leg without a big treble. And Taylor here is relying on the treble 19, and it's been more of a friend than a foe tonight.
Well, yes, and it's interesting as the match goes that, okay, we have one guy who's scoring with ease and the other guy finishing with ease. Who will prevail?
How frustrating is this, though, John? Having got back to 7 apiece, I mean, you'll know this as a player, but 9 darts without a treble from Wade.
He is frustrated, but I think, he's not really scored as well as he can the last half of what they played. And
135.
part of me tells me that James Wade is actually a little bemused by it, that he's still in the match, and he knows if he gets going on the scoring, he can really take charge.
9 darts without a treble, and then 1, 2, 3 back in the leg.
And no finish for Phil. He is in a better position, though, you have to say. Unlikely Wade would finish 158.
James Sharpar, 158.
But he's given himself a chance. Needs the treble.
With the iffiness and doubles Phil's had, 89 is no automatic finish here. He can get the treble and set it up all he wants. The iffy bit's the double. And it's likely to be a dart per bowl. Well, no, double 5. And on the wire once again. He's at sea a little. He's asking why.
Well, out of this leg for 75% of it. That's a great guy to go ahead for the first time in the semi-final. James Wade with 3 legs on the spin. Would you believe it? Phil Taylor can't. What a performance thus far from James Wade. He moves ahead. This is a great, great semi-final. More to come. Don't go anywhere. Wade leads Taylor 8-7 in a thriller. Well, the tale of the tungsten so far is that Taylor misses and Wade doesn't. Another dart in tops and another leg for James Wade, who hits the front. Not impressed, getting frustrated, Phil Taylor. He's lost 3 consecutive legs. There we have it, confirming. First to 17 for a place in the final. Wade ahead for the first time. Still to come, the world number 1 against the new world number 4, Peter Wright, into the top 4 in the world as a result of his run to the semi-finals here at the World Matchplay. How about that? But now Taylor under a little bit of pressure, I would suggest. He will be thinking about this.
And it's all internal pressure because he scored brilliantly. It's down to him missing a double here and there. We see the third session average, 105 average, almost 106. Wade only 84, but Wade hitting the doubles under pressure. There we see the overall doubles percentages. Phil only a third hit, and James Wade half. And half will be the third most times.
100.
There's no doubt Wade will be the happier. Taylor always knew this was going to be a real scrap.
134.
But if you're Phil, you're getting, I think you're getting a lot less of what you expected scoring from James. But it's not made up for at all by, James absolutely being perfect finishing and timing-wise. I know he's had misses at double, but crucial times, James is always hitting. And that's hard to live with.
Double 10 for Taylor.
78.
He'll be back, and he's left an awkward double 5. And James can pressure now and say, I'm not going to miss. I won't miss if you miss this double 5, Phil. I just hit a 180 to leave 24. I mean, how much pressure is Phil under now? It's a lot.
Another huge dart in this semi-final.
That's pressure. That's exemplifies it. That dart at double 2 just flew like crazy. And now an easy double 12 for James. Double 6.
Oh, Wade. Double 3. He's given himself every opportunity. What a leg to win for James Wade. Well, earlier in that last session, we saw some fabulous setup shots, but spot-on John Parr. That 180 from James Wade piled the pressure on Taylor, and Taylor felt it.
100.
4 legs on the spin now for Wade.
Phil looking at the treble, trying to hit more of them, but he can't. He's been hitting it great. So that's when you start trying hard, it gets into your scoring game, and it messes that up, because there wasn't a problem there. But now he's he's trying to score 240 or 300 a turn.
Just give us a sense of how good that double 3 was in this situation, in this match.
Well, yeah, actually, James put himself under pressure, missing inside the first 2, and awkward double. But he got it, and that would have been excruciating for Phil watching, because he might not have believed James was going to miss, but he would have he probably did by the time he was going for double 3.
At the moment, Wade is doing to Taylor what Taylor has done to so many over the years. And a lot of legs have been won by James Wade, last dart in hand.
Oh, yeah. And Phil is just got to play darts. Endure. There's still a lot of darts left to be played in this match. But he is mightily frustrated.
105.
Nicely done.
$105. James Jafar 56.
Well, this would be for 5 legs on the spin. Another huge dart. Oh, 46. Well, how important could that prove to be?
Yeah, now, Phil's so desperate to finally get a chance, and he's doing the right thing. He's taking his time at this. He's not acting like a desperate man, but probably does feel it a little. He wants that treble done with for double, so double top. Oh, double, but finally get some luck his way to punish James Wade. Finally Phil's thinking, I gotcha.
Well, if that's a nod of approval, it's also a picture of a man who is desperately frustrated, because James Wade there at his 2 favourite doubles as well, tops a double 10.
177
to go. 3 clear.
Well, I think Phil's so chuffed with that, he's going to hit a 9-dart leg.
44.
Well, just make a note of leg 17 in this semi-final. Phil Taylor here. Well, he was hoping we were going to make a note of leg 18 as well. Yeah, but 2 darts from James Wade for 10-7 and 5 legs on the spin. Different complexion on the game now. Massive turning point, I wonder.
Well, Phil wants to get this leg done and finished. Doesn't want any chance of some more James Wade thievery.
137. Phil requires 62
for another 11 dart leg. Another 16.
46.
Well, he'll come back needing another one of those.
Oh, for a 2 double finish and legs consecutive.
95.
Well, that was exceptional, though, wasn't it? The double 19 and tops, and
why not? He knew he had 2 darts. 2 doubles are easier to hit than a treble and a double. There he goes, gets that double 8. There it is.
1936 to throw first. Game on.
I'm gathering from that whole reaction, it isn't his favorite target at the moment.
May well have been 10-7 to James Wade. It's now 9 apiece, and Taylor here
40.
hoping to make it 3 legs on the spin. Now 10 points between them on the averages.
140.
But there's only one column that matters, the one that says 9-9.
Yes, we need a 9.
98.
It's the best when we have the extra column showing the 9. It's the most fun for the fans.
That's 4 180s now for James Wade. 10 in the match.
And finally, after almost 20 legs of play, well, this is the 19th. James Wade scoring game coming together. You say he's been a slow starter on the scoring front. It's treble 18. Well, 20 to leave tops. So Phil knows he has achieved the 1-2-6 out this turn.
You wouldn't put it past him. Needs the treble 19.
Ooh. That is surprising. You know, he's so good at the 19s, especially he uses scoring all the time. You would have bet money that he would have got at least a chance for a ball.
Another good guide. James Wade regains the lead at 10-9. Keeping his cool, isn't he?
Yeah, James, he barely blinked in that second session when Phil first came on fire with the scoring. Had a 10 dart leg and numerous 180s. But James didn't look concerned, did he? And he ended up winning that mini session, as he did the session after that. Phil looking to finally win another session, mini session, if he holds his throw here.
Good recovery. Are we going the distance?
Well, I kind of had a feeling we would be before it even started. So yes, we are.
Protocol 125.
6 darts from here for Taylor to level the game again. Well,
93.
He could have gone bull 25 bull and then decided against going for the bull to win it.
Yeah, you know, I could see the first dart, but the second dart, if you're not going to go for it, why not go for 51? Because if he hit that, he would have gone for double 12, wouldn't he?
Well, it makes the difference. Fabulous semi-final here at the Winter Gardens. One way, then the other. Taylor and Wade, we cannot separate them. We are going the distance here at the match play. Semi-final tied, 10-10. Well, we've been going just over an hour in this brilliant semi-final. They are matching each other blow for blow. Phil Taylor and James Wade, first to 17. All beyond, we might yet get a tie-break, 10 apiece. And a great rivalry renewed as Michael van Gerwen, world number 1, takes on Peter Wright, the new world number 4. Still too close to call, John Park, very much so.
Yeah, and, you know, it's what we would hope for to watch in a dart match, 10-10, especially at this length, and it's been entertaining. There's a couple of things that could change, that would change the match, and I think in Phil's favor. The thing that Phil's had problem with is the finishes, so he needs the double percentage up, but another part of his game is the high finishes. Normally that's where he really gains some ground, particularly in the quarterfinal with a couple of 130s, a 161. He doesn't have one high finish 100 or more.
Well, this is where I think Wade's got to up his game. Too many legs started, especially on his throw, with disappointing scores.
Well, the scoring as a whole for James, well under par.
Well, is it going to be another leg? Well, I thought the last dart, we'll say, was 6 darts right at the start without a big treble, but there may well be. But 10-11 points between them in the averages, John, but James Wade's finishing is why it's 10-all.
Well, exactly, and he can continue to live with being outscored if he can maintain that high standard of finishing. But we've seen some signs he's cracking a bit on the finishing, not altogether. Phil did have that in 97 out with the 2 doubles after James missed, and we see the match betting there, 9-4. Well, that's got to be a value, doesn't it? They got the same number of legs.
98.
Taylor still odds on.
He's got all the experience in the world of winning and even of beating James Wade.
1 out of 40.
What a good visit. I'll tell you what, this has been a brilliant from Wade after his first 5 darts of this leg.
And see, now he's missed this out, but this is the sort of thing where Phil could really take control. He needs these big outs like the 164. He's done it in the past so many times, and he expects it of himself. But for now, James not having to deal with that.
And no chance at a double for James Wade here.
Yeah, normally he always gets at least a shot for the double, whether he hits it or not. Not that time. Phil needs a treble himself, or 2 tops.
Well, we've seen him take out 98 with 2 tops, and that may have hit the wire. That hit the wire.
Oh, it's not going to make him feel any good. Whether it actually would have went in or not, it still feels the same to Phil.
This is huge.
And
again, last starting hand. Taylor cannot believe it.
Yeah, he feels robbed. He has many times, though, in this match, felt James Wade hand in his pocket, pulling out another and another.
I go back to what I said before, John, that this is darting deja vu, because James Wade here is doing to Taylor what Taylor does so often and has done to so many over the years on the doubles.
Well, if he's more of a bully, he just gets it down in any kind of range and takes out anything in sight, and that's intimidating, very intimidating. And that's where he's not really getting the darts tonight like he did last night in the corners. Just brilliant in that respect.
100.
Well, 10 points between them. James Wade has been exceptional.
140.
And another 140. Not too much between them, is there?
59.
Really fascinating match. Different people feel different things are important about how you play darts or what part of the game's most important, and you could argue every case using this game as an example. You say, well, scoring's important, well, doubles are important, and you can argue everything here.
Well, look at this, John, against the throw. James Wade has left 84 after 9.
97.
And his scoring game, when it's coming to life, is going to be a big problem for Phil.
Double 11 then. Well, terrific again from James Wade. He's broken Taylor for the 5th time in this semi-final. 2-leg advantage.
Well, just for a second, I thought Phil was going to give him a well done. And I can see him pull it back. Wait a minute. He's broke me. He's ahead by 2. Nothing well done about that.
95.
Lucky with the last dart, James Wade. It's palpable now, the tension in the hall. We hope that it's filtering through
140.
to where you're sat on your sofa. Fantastic atmosphere, but the tension really is ratcheting up a notch or two.
100.
First to 17. Can James Wade end Phil Taylor's incredible winning run here at the World Matchplay, going all the way back to the semi-final of 2007,
100.
his last defeat.
That's a pretty long run. Not his longest, but pretty good.
Oh, excellent again.
Very unlucky there. That should have been a treble 20.
James require 170.
I was talking about Phil getting these sorts of outs to really deliver a blow. James also capable and finishing better. To leave 65 is almost a certainty you'll come back to finish if Phil misses this.
Treble 13.
98. James
To go 3 clear. Well, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. 1 dart at double 4. Oh, fantastic! Fabulous! Nerves of tungsten. Never mind nerves of steel. 13-10.
Yeah, James only 4 legs away from a final. And I bet that Phil has that number
174.
in his eyes at all times now. Knows he needs to win. Now, what better way to start?
97.
Five perfect darts.
140.
It's not often that the 9 dart doesn't take precedence in importance in Phil's mind, but now winning this leg is really, really important, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that in this case. assuming he does. Absolutely blasting the treble 20, now the treble 17.
122. Fully requires 65.
After losing the last 3 legs. Back on track, Taylor. 13-11 it is. Another 11 darter. Huge leg of darts coming up right now.
Oh, what a fantastic start here. Wanted more, but you know, if he can get a 12, Phil needs to be perfect.
100.
Exceptional! Oh, and what an answer to Phil's leg in the leg prior. You say, well, you did that, okay, on your throw. Well, I can do it to you too.
Wow, what a response! Oh, Taylor here.
Yet again in the treble. Doesn't have a finish, but he'll be down on a good one. 42 left after 9 darts to hold his throw. Nothing Phil can do about it. Phil's looking at the board like, what can I do?
Awesome arrows.
99. James Sugar 42.
The tops for Wade. Ooh. Will Taylor get a chance?
2.
For his first 10+ finish of the match, of the semi, needs 18s. Needs a treble to leave Bull. No. And that's what's been missing from his game. That's why James is going to try and take another lead of 2 legs.
James Wade is playing brilliantly. The defending world matchplay champion Phil Taylor has much to muse about. James Wade is 3 legs away for an historic win over Taylor here at the matchplay. What a match, what a semi-final this has been so far. Coming up though, we have got a fantastic second semi between 2 big darting rivals.
Every bit about his game is superb. World-class performance from the Dutchman. He's looking on song all right. Wright is looking superb.
I didn't like his attitude in his game.
I'll smash it.
Just play darts, and then we're going to see who's the best.
I'll tell what's what. No good hiding.
Well, confirming James Wade 3 legs away from ending Taylor's run on this Winter Garden stage, stretching back to 2008. And still to come, Van Gerwen against Peter Ryan. Well, look at that. Taylor 10 points better off as far as the average is concerned, but Wade's finishing is what is getting the job done so far. James Wade has been terrific, and Phil Taylor now is going to have to play at his very, very best. Well, there he is. Is he going to be the man of the moment? Is he going to be the man of the match play? Can he finish the job? John Part.
Well, I know he can finish the job. I think it's only a matter of will Phil let him finish the job. I don't think that James Wade is going to stumble at any point now. He has certainly been well composed tonight. Not the greatest scoring, but it hasn't fazed him one iota. He is taking his chances, and that's all you have to do to win.
Well, only one break of throw between them. Phil Taylor, you have to go back to July the 28th, 2007, when he last lost on this stage, beaten 17-11 by Terry Jenkins. And of course, James Wade won it that year, beating Jenkins in the final.
Well, it'll sound crazy, but he could lose 17-11 here. James gets out of this little intermission they had well, because the pressure's only going to keep getting bigger on Phil.
He's responding as only Taylor can.
A great answer from James, whose game was bereft of the scoring element. There's so much of this match.
Well, there's a look of disgust on Phil Taylor's face after that first dart. Not after the next two. Well,
there we see. That 9-5 looks good. I always like the bigger price. Don't ask me any advice.
Well, you just get the feeling that there's a bit of drama still left in this semi-final. Taylor leaving 50 after 9.
Fully require 50.
Of course, he won't go for the bull. And he didn't go for the 18. Well, he tried to go for it. He missed it. One dart for double 16. And that gives James Wade a chance now at 161. And wouldn't he just love to hit this to get 2 legs away from a win? Yes, treble 17. Oh, it's a bull. Oh,
136.
what audacity that would have been. Double 16 now. Double 8. He loves it. He does.
James Wade was 1 millimetre away from making it 15-11.
Yeah, and I don't care that Phil actually hit the double after that, but that had to make him a little twitchy. It just had to.
Well, so close. That could have been a match-winning 161.
55.
It would have been huge, but I think, although he didn't hit it, I think it still had an effect in the positive for him on the match. Just the threat of it was fantastic, wasn't it? And his confidence must be good. Must be really as high as it's been in the whole match right now for James Wade.
45.
A rarity. 6 darts from Taylor without a big treble.
Well, like I said, even though Phil won that leg, I think James won on the confidence level. Somehow Phil was deflated by it. Even though, because he gave the opportunity by missing a fat single, where then he only got 1 dart for double, missed it, and then James almost really punished him majorly. And I think that rattled Phil a little bit, even though he did win the leg.
83. James recall 167.
Fantastic response though from James Wade, leaving tops after 12 darts.
And Phil, who needs to break legs, needs a great effort against throw, and it certainly wasn't this leg.
James require 40. Inside the 27 flag. James Wade.
2 lengths away from the World Matchplay final. Pressure back on Taylor.
Yeah, he knows it too.
59.
Opportunity missed, without a shadow of a doubt.
That's one of those, you could see the guy suffering and just get a little too excited and too confident and a little too much adrenaline there for James.
It was a chance though, John, it was a big chance. As Taylor comes back with a 140.
Yeah, but I think he will come back with a 140 as well, James will. I don't think the focus is gone, is what I'm saying.
140.
The crystal ball is in the comms box. John Park calls it brilliantly.
And that answer of the 140.
44.
Just shattering Phil. He knows if he gets broken in this leg, well, James is throwing for the match. This is all about James Wade now.
100.
What an opportunity for James Wade.
And he's at the best scoring point of the whole match. The timing of this is exquisite. To leave double 12 for a break. No answer available for Phil Taylor. It certainly looks like this is the end.
98. James required 24.
Canning. Oh, it clipped the barrel, it took it out. Taylor's hoping. Oh, but James Wade makes no mistake. James Wade is throwing for the match and a place in the World Matchplay final. What a performance from James Wade. Taylor shocked, stunned. Fantastic.
Oh, and unlucky to not get a maximum there. Just the smallest hint of luck for Phil, I suppose. And it needs one of those 9 darters he keeps after. Won't happen. Nothing happening.
60.
Well, does this go down? He's won major after major after major. But does this go down as one of James Wade's best performances of his entire career, John Park?
85.
I think if he wins the whole thing, maybe. He might have to do better in the final if he gets there. Still not quite done. You never know with Phil. That 140, though, is huge, so huge. Phil needs 7 darts from here, so James Wade already has all he needs to clinch this.
123.
He's going home. The crowd shout about Phil Taylor. James Wade has at least 6 darts for the match. Fantastic again.
Yeah. As brilliant a run as Phil has had here, the match play, I feel sad. I feel sad to see it finally end. It's incredible what he's done.
83.
Phil Taylor is chucking the darts away. James Wade needs double 6. Oh! Well. 3 match darts have come and gone.
And in 150, he hasn't had a ton plus out. Just knew he wasn't up to it.
You would not believe it. You would not believe this. He's missed 6 starts for the match. Taylor to stay in it. Oh!
I don't think either dart was anywhere near the target. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Incredible drama. Oh, it's unbelievable. I do not believe that James Wade has missed 8 match darts, John Part. 8!
I don't think Phil's going to miss this time either.
Now then, John, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think James has, he's one leg away from winning, but I think he's got serious problems. He just let Phil off the hook in the biggest way possible.
Well, Phil Taylor.
And Phil's going to be relaxed now. He's had all this negative energy and everything else. He's playing for free.
Phil Taylor was throwing the darts away at the end there, wasn't he?
I was delivering his eulogy.
60.
I don't think anybody can quite believe it.
140.
When James Wade stepped up to the hockey, he has finished superbly the whole way through until he got to the finishing line.
Well, James Wade, he's a bit flustered at the moment. You would have to be, but it looks like he's recovering very quickly. I think if he gets another chance for a match dart, he will hit it. But Phil has a lot to say in that regard. His scoring's been good. He's on a double now. No chance for finish here. Phil actually looking good to win yet another leg.
59.
Well, what's going through James Wade's mind? James Wade should be celebrating victory over Phil Taylor. But now Phil Taylor has got another one back.
Yeah, well, this is James Wade's next best chance at winning, next to the one he had.
140.
Well, Sammy, James Wade's fiancée, cannot. Well, she's stunned like the rest of us. This has been an amazing match.
60.
Yeah, you think you got it all figured out, and something like that happens. What a great leg, and as I said, if he's down to double first here, he will hit it. I'm pretty sure of that.
Bottle, bravery, brilliance from James Wade.
137.
He's got all the silliness out of his system now. It's all business.
Incredible. After 9 darts, the darting determination to follow the darting drama. What a fantastic semi-final. James Wade has missed 8 match darts. It's the wonder of James Wade and the Winter Garnets. James Wade is through to the World Matchplay semi-final after one of the performances of his life. Phil Taylor's first defeat on this stage for 8 years. The dream is over for Taylor. The dream is very much alive. Take a bow, James Wade. And still to come, it's Michael Van Gerwen against Peter Wright. Wow.
semi-final to savour. Wade matched him dart for dart, taking out some big numbers along the way. 180s for fun for both players. Wade had never beaten Taylor in Blackpool until then. Taylor losing for the first time here in 8 years. Wade celebrating a big, big win. He's into the final of the match play for the 6th time. Phil Taylor 14, James Wade 17. Van Gerwen against Wright. Still to come the second semi-final of the evening. Let's hear from James Wade right now. Talking to Rod Studd.
James, what a fantastic win. Just how are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite ecstatic, you know. Not very often I'm lost for words, but you know, I wish Phil would have played like that for the last 6 or 7 times I played him here. You know, he let me in, you know, and he didn't play his normal darts. He could have let me win a few more finals here, couldn't he? Do you know what I mean? You know, it's kind of harsh though. You know, I heard the crowd saying Taylor's going home, Taylor's going home. You know, and that's for someone like who's a die-hard fan for Phil Taylor myself. You know, when the crowd turn on him like that, you think that's kind of harsh. But then I think, sod it, no. The amount of years that the crowd have been against me, and I thought, no, I'm going to enjoy this.
You've had a lot of tough times against Phil Taylor, as you said. How important was it when you beat him in Ireland at the Grand Prix, and then you beat him again in the Masters? Is that giving you some kind of belief for this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it proved to Phil that I've got a big right hook, you know, and I can win people and I'm going to hurt people, you know, and when I punch in the ribs, it hurts. And I think for those last 2 games, it's proven here that I can do it.
Your clutch doubling was brilliant all the way through. I think there were 6 legs when he missed the double and you went out. But at the end, just tell me what's going through your head at the end there when you can't quite nail it down. How difficult is that?
Well, I was 100% confident I was going to hit double 6, 100% confident I was going to hit double 12, 100% confident I was going to hit double 3, and then I thought, you silly sod, why don't you just go big 2, double 2, you can't miss. You know, and then you lose that leg, and then all of a sudden you think, was that my last shot? But you know, I played well enough to give myself another shot, you know, and you know, I finished the job off. But it was hard, you know, because someone like myself respects Phil probably more than anyone else.
Just finally, a quick thought on the second semi between Van Gerwen and Wright. Any thoughts on that? Are you bothered about that?
I couldn't care. I hope they wear each other out.
Good. We'll see you tomorrow. Play well in the final. Well done tonight. Terrific performance.
Cheers.
That Wade Martin is exactly what he should be thinking.
That's right. He just wants it to go 20 odd legs all. That's what he wants. But there was a point in that match, and we go on about averages because they're a guide. There was a point in that match when James Wade was leading 8-7. The averages were 96 average to James Wade, 107 to Phil Taylor. We alluded to it at the very top of the show, and it was